Right, welcome back to the Young Fan Podcast and welcome to my FA Cup third round draw reaction. I can't quite believe I'm saying this, but Oxford United, the team that I support, are going to be hosting Arsenal, current Premier League leaders, in the FA Cup. Unbelievable, mind-blowing, a little bit speechless. I've got a podcast, I'm very rarely speechless, but I went a little bit crazy when I saw that one come out of the hat. But I'm over the moon. Absolutely over the moon. I'm not quite sure what this episode is going to turn out like, but I think it's right we shine a light on this incredible League One draw. Not just Oxford United. It's not just going to be me talking about my club having an amazing draw, but League One as a whole. I think I've come away from this draw really quite amazingly. Tottenham are going to be hosting Pompey. Tom Chappell's Portsmouth are going to be travelling to North London. I never knew this. I never thought I'd be saying this. But myself and Tom are going to be taking on both North London clubs. Tottenham will be hosting Portsmouth and we will be hosting Arsenal. Derby County have got a divisional rival draw. They're going to be taking on Barnsley. Ipswich will be taking on newly promoted Championship club Rotherham United. Sheffield Wednesday have got a really exciting draw at Hillsborough. They're going to be taking on Newcastle United, also, of course, in that top four in the Premier League at the moment. Boreham Wood versus Accrington Stanley. Not as glamorous, but still one that Accrington Stanley were hoping they can progress from, but you've got to be careful because Boreham Wood, of course, are currently a non-league club and are taking on a little bit of an amazing run at the moment when it comes to upsets in the competition. They beat Bristol Rovers, another League One club, on Sunday, 2-0 away from home, which was a really impressive one for them. And they've been further in the competition. They went further than this last season. Charlton or Stockport County will be taking on Walsall at home, so potentially at the Vale. If not Stockport, they can overcome League One opposition in the replay. Fleetwood will be taking on Championship club QPR. Of course, lost their manager today, Michael Beale. He's gone back to Rangers, where of course he was a coach. He's now going to be looking from afar as his old club takes on Fleetwood in the next round of the FA Cup. Grimsby Town will be hosting Burton Albion, and Forest Green Rovers will be hosting Birmingham City in the third round of the FA Cup. They are all of the League One draws, but I'm absolutely over the moon. And I'm going to talk about Oxford United because that's what I know sort of most about, but also sort of it's what I feel most about right now as well, because it's just happened and I'm absolutely delighted with it. I think what this is going to do for Oxford in the long term, and some people say, look, it probably won't be as much money you'll receive. It's not about money at all, but I mean, there is a part of it that does include in revenue, and for a football club like Oxford United, that type of revenue is absolutely pivotal. But aside from that, it's an amazing football match that I cannot wait for, and it's going to be an amazing outing. It's going to be a night or an afternoon. It's an FA Cup, isn't it? I keep thinking it's the Carabao Cup. It probably will be either an early kick-off or maybe an evening kick-off, but it's going to be really special. I think it will be special. In fact, I know it will be, because whatever the outcome, look, we're never ever going to think we're going to get anything from the game. Let's be completely frank here. But what it does provide is an opportunity for this football club to attract another audience, another set of fans, maybe some new faces around the football club that don't normally come and watch their side, and that can only be a positive for Oxford in the long term. And that's the same with Portsmouth. Of course, Portsmouth are a bigger club than Oxford, but you know, Tottenham versus Portsmouth is going to put, again, a lot of eyes on that. And again, I probably expect Tottenham versus Portsmouth and Oxford and Arsenal to potentially, I can't believe I'm saying that, Oxford and Arsenal, but to potentially be a game that could be on the BBC and could be broadcasted. I understand Chelsea and Manchester City are going head to head, so that'll definitely be on television. But you don't know. These are Premier League leaders that we're going to be, they're going to be visiting to the Kassam, which is absolutely mind blowing. But I just think, for a whole lot of reasons, this is absolutely huge for our football club. And this is why we love this competition. This is why the FA Cup is so special, because it allows us to take on sides that we wouldn't normally be able to take on. And ultimately, it don't want to sound too wet and cringy, but it's an opportunity to make memories, isn't it? You know, it's an opportunity to make memories and footballing memories that you will remember. You know, you're never going to forget. I remember the times we played Manchester City in the competitions, in the Carabao Cup. We played Newcastle in the FA Cup. We've done that a couple of times. That St. Maximin goal in injury time that sort of heartbroke the whole of the Kassam at that moment. But, you know, we came back from 2-0 down to be drawing 2-2, take it to extra time against the Premier League opposition like Newcastle. Not the same Newcastle that we currently are seeing now, but that's always going to be a night that I remember, and I always watch back those highlights, even though we lost. And we're now going to be facing a side that look absolutely incredible on a world scale. at the moment. Let's be completely honest with you, Arsenal. They are doing a very, very good job in the best league in the world. And it's going to be fascinating to see how Oxford ultimately fare. But also, again, it's an opportunity to watch amazing talent, but watch your players that you follow, that you have such affection for. It is affection. You have so much affection for. Go up against one of the most historic sides as well. And also Arsenal are very, very historic in this FA Cup competition. But go against a side like that, and I'm absolutely over the moon with it. And I remember when I saw it came through, I saw Oxford at home. I thought, right, that also is nice to see as well, because you get a home draw. Even if you don't get maybe the most glamorous draw, being at home does help, of course, to progress through to the next round. But if you're going to get a club like that, home or away, it doesn't quite matter, does it? And maybe for the ad revenue or TV revenue, it matters that you could be away. But who knows? Get a draw at home, take it to the Emirates. I'm joking. Of course I am. But it does mean we're gonna take on a really, really special occasion. And that's something that I really am looking forward to. Let me know in the comment section down below. League One clubs, of course, there are some League One clubs that didn't get to this point, so I imagine there won't be too many fans watching of Bolton. Sorry, Bolton. I got a little bit of stick from the Bolton fans of the video I put out last week, so I do apologise for that. But yeah, it's going to be really, really special. We're definitely going to try and get a video with Tom, and we're going to be previewing that North London take-on that we're going to be embarking on. If there's any sort of representatives of AFTV as well, I know that could be going a little bit too far, but I'd love to speak to the people over there and maybe do a little bit of a preview with them. That would be incredible. But the opportunities that I think is going to come from this is going to be really, really good for this football club, and that's the main thing. The eyes on this game is going to be huge, and that again can only be seen as a really, really good thing for this football club. So I'm buzzing. An incredible, incredible Monday night. Mondays can be a little bit doom and gloom sometimes, can't they? But when you sort of end the day like that, it's something quite special. Something quite special indeed. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Give me your predictions, maybe. I definitely will be doing a prediction on this. And we definitely will be talking about this closer to the time. I believe January, 6th and 9th of January being told is when these games are going to go ahead. So we can speak about it in a little bit more detail then. But in the meantime, it's something to certainly look forward to. League One action now has to be the focus until that point. And then we can really look forward to a post-Christmas, post-New Year 2023 clash against, and I'm going to say it again because I love saying it right now, the current league leaders of the Premier League, Arsenal. Amazing stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy this really quite different episode, but it's more of a reaction, me just sort of saying what I've got to say, I really do appreciate you watching it. Leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, comment what you think of your draw. Maybe some cheeky predictions as well. Over the moon. Take care, everybody. I'll see you all very, very soon.